Oh gosh. Alright, so epilogue time. It's time to start telling you guys what we've been up to over the past several weeks. Getting her towed off. I'm hoping that we can get this situation figured out. Yeah, she's been benched for so long. Yeah, she's been benched so long. The rotors are orange. Like completely orange. Any fluid leak? Nope. It's pretty clean down there. Sweet. And yeah, the doors have been unlocked this whole time. Should I leave the e-brake on, or should I turn it off since the what's it called doesn't do anything? I wonder. We have been working on getting Raika-chan ready for season 3 because, well, that's in probably about a week or two now. Again, this is the epilogue, so I have no idea when I'm going to actually release season 3's premiere video. It's kind of hard to say and up in the air all at the same time, so bear with us. As you guys saw, Raika is now at AMCO, a transmission shop. They're good people, they're reputable people. They've been in business for a very, very long time, and they know what they're doing with Raika and her very much finicky Evo transmission setup. I say it's finicky, but they're really, really, really good transmissions. I mean, we got guys that are running 600-700 horsepower out of a stock Evo transmission, and it's doing just fine, you know? Kind of like how the 2JZ Supras had these crazy transmissions and were perfectly okay with, you know, 1,000 horsepower or so. Like, that's just kind of how the nature of that went. After all the shenanigans at Sterling Supercars, I really want to get Raika up and running because I want to be able to roll with the boys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just really been sad seeing Raika sit there on the side of the road, being a beautiful little eyesore. And I say that because it's a beautiful car, it's a great car, but it's an eyesore because it's sitting there and it's not doing anything, and it's killing me knowing that the car has incredible amounts of potential, but instead of utilizing that potential, it's just sitting there like a bump on a log. But once that is done, we're gonna take her to Richmond. We're gonna go visit Evo Jesus, get her up and running and restored again because, well, she needs it. She needs the right tune and some other parts. We won't say what that is yet because, well, some of it hasn't been fully decided yet. So my mood is kind of like this weather right now. Rainy, dreary, a little overcast. Because I just found out that my Evo's transmission is done. Basically, the short of it is that the transmission, there's pins and whatnot and synchros that stay inside the transmission, and they all kind of snapped on me and got inside the gears, and that's what was causing the ticking sound that I heard before everything went wrong. And then that one of the rods came out and got inside of the gears, and it caused things to jam up, and now that rod is basically what's holding the transmission from moving. And yeah, all the gears are just kind of shredded because of it. Basically, I have to get a new transmission. That's just the short end of the whole thing. Because usually you could buy like a rebuild kit and be fine, but because of the type of transmission that this is and the way the damage has been done, there's no rebuild kit for this. You have to get a new transmission and live with the pain of knowing that you're about to spend just shy of $3,000 to get your car to just move. We got Brennan here. The transmission is here. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. Do not remove this area. Okay. So that is not a big thing, but we all know that that is an incredibly heavy thing. Bro, are you ready for this?
Ready, bro.
This is heavy.
Oh, I forgot.
Like really heavy. So we might need to even call him out here, see if he can help pick it up.
That's a transmission.
Yep. That's a transmission in T-case.
It's going right here.
Yeah, thankfully.
Drop the trunk.
Let's see if we can do this. Love it, man. We've had 4 different types of weather pattern and types of conditions on this same episode of Car Rant. It's just crazy. It never happens. It never happens. But for whatever reason, it is really nice out and I am not complaining, even though my voice is kind of gone. Alright, so I just got back from getting food and washing the cars with Brennan. But went and paid Raika a visit because, you know, it's Raika. You gotta find out what the deal is. You gotta find out what's going on with that car. Went and showed up. They were all cool and said hi and whatnot. Shout out to Amco of Leesburg. And they told me that when they pulled the transmission off the car, the root of my problem was not just what we had assumed, that one of the pins had come off inside of the transmission. It started grinding against things. What it actually was the fact that the dealership that I bought this car from neglected to put any fluid inside the transmission. At this point, I'm honestly thinking about even considering legal action because this is fraud. They said that they replaced things, they said that they fixed things, and they didn't do any of it. Instead, I'm having to do all of it out of pocket from a consumer standpoint, so I'm having to pay MSRP or higher for the parts that were supposed to be fixed, but instead, when the shop could have done it themselves for considerably cheaper because of being a shop and, you know, all of that fun stuff. So it's really, really frustrating. And it's just been a financial mess getting Raika to work. The good news though is that the T-case is absolutely functional. There is nothing wrong with it. It's full of fluid. Things are good to go there, and it's filled with the right fluid. They're going to check the diff for me as well, and we're going to try and get our hands on some quality transmission fluid. The old 75W85, specifically from Mitsubishi, otherwise known as Queen. That's the stuff that you want to use in your Evo. There's a number of other people like, oh, you could use, you know, all these other things, but when it comes to this transmission and just the CT9A setup and all that, you really do want to use OEM transmission fluid because there's really nothing else out there that compares or competes with the quality that that particular brand that Mitsubishi made for those parts feels. You know, like there's nothing else better out there than that for this transmission. The undercarriage of that car is looking mad pristine. There is one thing I will need to replace pretty soon, but not like super soon, and that is getting new LCAs. But that's something that I personally could do, so I'm definitely going to invest in doing it myself. It's just something that these cars do need down the line, so yeah, why not get it done now and avoid the pain and hardship of having to replace other things later. And I will say this, that there are other parts that we will be replacing, so Raika-chan's upgrades will still be a thing, even though it's going to be under the Mitsu-chan's upgrades playlist. So Ishmael and I are out here about to take some pictures, and this is not the most ideal situation. Woo, look out. Monster on patrol. We'll have to put the pictures in the end credits or something. This is too funny. Low gear?
No, just rear.
Yeah.
Dude, that four wheel like yanks you, man.
Locked up real tight.
Well, it was fun. Like you could feel the truck slide in the front, just like
Snag together.
But I still left it, and it
These cars are filthy, man. There we go. Man, this thing's a monster, dude. Like, if that thing was tall enough and you revved in there, there'd be some dead eardrums. Okay. 5.7 liter, right? This is literally a Mustang motor, but like set up for a truck. How do you
I just realized how huge those discs are.
Yeah. They're not little by any stretch of the imagination.
The truck makes your car look so small. Like,
Well,
like you with a little baby donut tires.
they really do compared to that one. Are those the same size wheels? Do I have bigger wheels than yours?
What size are your wheels?
17. Dang.
Look at the top.
Yeah, now we gotta find out.
Oh no, they're 17s.
Dang, they are the same size wheel. Jeez, that's crazy. So what do you think of this spot, bro?
Lit.
Is what?
It's Gucci.
It's Gucci.
As Abdul would say.
As that our friend Abdul would say.
Wrangler jeans. I'm a proud American farmer. When I need to get the job done, I wear Wrangler.
I can't do it, bro.
Now announcing Wrangler skinny. Wrangler jeggings. Keeping America's farmers great. Functional.
So we are currently at the Keep Loudoun Beautiful Park. We're just kind of scoping it out, planning things out, because we're gonna have our first ever car meet.
Woo, Jack Jack.
Yeah. Basically, we were able to get this park free. We talked to the county, we talked to the town of Leesburg, and neither of them were saying much of anything other than
That park exists?
Yeah, literally, they were both like, what park are you talking about? The one right next to 7, you know? Like, you assume, because it's a park, and it's part of the park registry, that, like, they would have a name, and they would know what this is. But hey, it works in our favor, because that means that we don't actually have to reserve this spot, so we're gonna come here anyway, and get it going. It's gonna be good times. April the 22nd from about 1 to 4. Probably earlier, because we want to make sure that we can have this park to use. But we've got burgers that are gonna happen, because we've got grills at this location. We could even do s'mores if we wanted to, because we have a fire pit.
Or I can have some more of nothing.
Well, but we're gonna have a number of people like Boosted Bill. We're gonna try and get our friend Kyle the Modder to come out. You saw him on the last episode of season 2. We're just really excited about what's gonna happen in season 3. And Ishmael,
We have an exciting announcement happening there. Am I spilling the beans right now?
no.
Okay. I almost said something. Yeah, you guys don't want to miss it. We're gonna have some cool reveals happening here at the meet. Some long-awaited things and some announcements that will affect our future
Tremendously.
So you don't want to miss it. Obviously, we're gonna get it up online, but you want to come see these announcements in person.
Yep.
And you'll be able to experience a lot more just by being here. So please come and partake in the Keeping Loudoun Beautiful.
Basically, the short of it is, we're unveiling some project cars. We want you to come out there and be with us. If you're gonna come out there, leave us a message, let us know, that way we can anticipate you guys coming.
In the comments.
Or in the messages, whatever
Or
works.
DM.
Something like that. Anyways, let's show you guys this spot real quick, and then go from there. She lives! Yes! Yes.
She's alive.
She breathes. She runs. There's only a couple issues we need to fix, like the rear backup lights don't turn on now when you hit it in reverse. Once that's done, I think she'll be pretty much set to go, and then we have to fix part of the exhaust, which is what this guy's for. Ugh. Forgive my messy trunk. Cat pipe. Oh, the bass note though. Stick this back here. Man, that's gonna make this ride even louder, even deeper, and it's gonna be good. Oh, we're missing the, oh, okay, we got one sensor cable, gauge, and the other cable. I think that's good. There's no other cables in there? All right. Put all that right there. Oh, it makes me so happy to see her working again. Ah! Yes, Raika lives, everybody. Raika lives. And on that note, we're gonna end the epilogue.
There you go. Peace out.
I live on the edge.
I really want stupid construction zones. Oh, this mud is so nasty. Oh, and I just bought these chucks. Okay, all right. So, what'd you think of my failed attempt at a power slide?
When?
The short of it is...
They're fishing over there.
I know, that's the Irish...
I use the bathroom.
Man, these fish are weird. Why are they warm?
Gotta cut that out.
That's going in the blooper.
Keep thinking about trying this